So then let's address the racism stuff if we can. So you have been accused of being a racist, of race baiting, of calling black people monkeys, and he's upset about this. He says he's fighting for the black people. Can you clear this up?
First of all, never once in my life have I labeled I never labeled him a monkey or any African American or anyone a monkey. I've never labeled, I would not disrespect any race like that. And his people know that. And you know what? He knows that too. He knows that deep down too. If I was to label him after any animal, it would be the rat. I wouldn't even label him after the great ape. Do you know what I mean? He is a fucking rat and a weasel, because that's what a rat and a weasel does, tries to manipulate words and create something that's not there. So, ask Ellerby, ask Floyd Sr. They know, you know, it's a weak move on his part to even try and instigate something, and something so sensitive. So, I mean, but that's the individual he is. He's a man who beats his wife in front of his kid. What can I say? All I can say is, I never spoke those things. That's it. I can't.
That Jimmy Kimmel interview.
That
You're
Jimmy,
talking about Rocky
yeah, I
3.
mean,
What is that about?
I mean, you asked me like, what would I beat Rocky, and I said, what Rocky? And then he said Rocky 3, and I was like, Rocky 3 about the one with the gym, with the circus and the monkeys? Because he had a gym, he had a specialized gym built where the gym was like a circus, it was like a celebrity circus. There was clowns, there was all this type of stuff, and that's what I meant by that. And then he tried to twist and manipulate. But hey, all I can say, if anyone was offended, I apologize, but it was not meant in that way at all. He knows it. His people know it. It's a weak move on his part. It's a weasel move on his part. So I can do nothing but just carry on, and that's it.
I'd be remiss if I don't ask you about Paulie Malignaggi, because I believe I was told it was right over there where he hit the canvas. What do you make? Is he trying to get a fight with you? Is that what is happening here?
I mean, he's a guy that's at the end of his career. The game, I get the feeling he feels the boxing game has betrayed him. Now he's retired. He's done. I mean, I don't know what he expected coming in here after speaking what he was speaking. I mean, the things he was saying. And even still, I didn't disrespect him. I only released one picture. I didn't release no connecting to the face shots. I didn't release no footage of him getting slapped around, because he got slapped around, Ariel. He got badly slapped around. He was knocked down. The ropes kept him up multiple times. He was badly concussed. The sparring partners that were in the house were worried about him that night, saying he's incoherent, he's stumbling. It didn't go good for him, so it is what it is. He was brought in, he knew exactly what he was being brought in for, a fight. You speak these things, you want to come in and try and answer to it and try and prove yourself, respect, because at the end of the day, respect to come in. Respect coming in and trying to answer to yourself. He did try his best, but he got his ass whooped, Ariel, and that's it. And he got his ego dented, and then off he went out the door. An exit presented itself for him, and he took it 100 miles an hour because he needed to get out of there. He couldn't continue. So on we carry on with business. We are fighting someone else in a couple of weeks, so it doesn't make no difference.
What about the conditions, the living conditions, the pay and things like that he talked about? Does that bother you?
Everyone on my team is looked after. So there's multiple houses in Las Vegas to sparring. I mean, ask the other sparring partners the situation. Ask them. Don't ask the disgruntled guy who got his ego hurt. And it is what it is. I don't really pay attention to it. Everyone's looked after. The camp's been amazing. True fighters have stayed present. True warriors that can take a smack and give a smack have stayed present. People who are worried about their image and that have gone sprinting, and that's it. So
I believe we have is this the footage right over here? This is you. Dana White just put this on Instagram. This is you and Paulie Malignaggi. Is that it? That's the moment.
Yeah. Boom. Like, what was that? You think I pushed him there? Does that look like a push?
That did not look like a push.
I mean, he was knocked down. And that's actually doing him a favour, because the shots before that, where he was rattled and stumbled into the ropes.
What's going on about
Do you know what I mean?
So him going on about all of this,
in my mind, it was concussion talk. You know, when you're in there and your head rattles, you don't actually understand what's happened. You think a certain picture, or you think a certain situation happened and it didn't. So, I don't know, he got his ass whooped, the poor boy.